Welcome to another session of Endless Legend. I'm Matt, and this is my Allayi playthrough. And in the last episode, I'd set myself up to attack with my guardians and my normal armies. That's the first thing that was exciting. And the other thing is that I've set myself up to pick up this legendary deed. And what that gives me is that it gives me 100% bonus dust on approval happy, which is trivial to get. And once we have that, we're going to just snowball or massive dust production. If this doubles, for instance, we're getting this economic victory extremely quickly from here, I think. And since science victory is quite slow, so typically science victories are reasonably linear, right? It just takes a good amount of time to get them, and even if you pick up this one, that doesn't suddenly explode where you get these ones really quickly. They still take you quite a while to build them up. And I'm also picking up Enlightened Trade for extra dust from the trade routes, but also for extra science on the trade routes, which is not bad. Although I could see getting Town Criers first. Although we have enough science, it doesn't really matter too much what order we pick them in. And we've made an alliance with Red at last. They've been banned from the marketplace. Shame. We get influence when we kill their units. Let's see what alliance does. We get influence because of the alliance. We share vision ranges. Reveal explorer tiles, we use roads of each other's, we not suffer retaliation damage, and increase the dust gains from trade routes, yeah. And research agreement. Why did you want these things? What is wrong with you? Though Red is doing well, but not that well that I'm uncomfortable with giving them random shit. So, that was eloquent. I want to go here for this, Eclipse Temple, and because I have a quest for that, I think. What is it called? The Relocation of the Blind, and we'll get some gold. Never mind, I'm not that interested. So I guess we're going to pick up this city. It's not a great city, borough-wise, but it is good because it's on some... They have some good extractors here. Well, they could have some good extractors, but they don't. Interesting. That might mean I should just move my Skyfin over there. Although, at the moment, it's doing a decent job there, so... The question is, which region do I actually want to take? This region is good for a beachhead for invading their territory. And it's really close to ours. And for that reason, I'd probably go for this region. But, yeah. There are alternatives, obviously. Could have played this differently, as usual. Wine is probably our most significant booster here. Giving us 30 bonus happiness is really important. Well... At least it often feels like it's the most significant boosters. We could probably do without it at this point. I do want this upgrade at some point to reduce our expansion disapproval. Hopefully, if we get all 50... I don't know how expansion disapproval maths works, but I think 50 plus 25 plus 25 is 100%, which means we don't get expansion disapproval anymore. But I somehow doubt that the game works like that. Because when I picked up those upgrades, I felt like expansion disapproval was still really bad. Anyway. So I can try and get that in this city actually by building out these special boroughs. I think they count. We have how many? We have. Wait, do they mean normal boroughs? They might be normal boroughs because we have more than 3 plus 3 plus 3, so that's 9. We have 11 here. Oh, okay. So I guess it doesn't count our city center, so that's why it says 10. So we can get these special ones, and then once we have the special ones. Should be easier for us to get that, even if we don't have pearls available. So I'm going to move my main army here. I'm going to move my support units there. I'm going to move this army here to defend the supports from the side. Very important that we don't let our guardians get isolated, because they're solitary. They're not very great as combat units. Well, they're not... Look, the problem is no matter how powerful a unit is, if it gets surrounded by 8 units... or 6 units, it's going to die. That's just how the game works. So we never lead with our Guardians. We're going to always lead with our armies and have the Guardians come in as reinforcements. And we're also going to use the Guardians' powerful abilities to support our armies in the field. I think that's how they're intended to be played, or at least how they should be played. Come on. We're doing so well. Actually, let's actually see who they're at war with. Wait, where are their terms? That's Empire information? No. Can't we switch positions with them or something? Oh, here's this button. Yeah, here it is. They are at peace with all... Okay, they're in Cold War with all of these factions, so... Us declaring war on Orange has nothing to do with them. They're also market banned? Ha! Alright, so I guess. You wish to end this Cold War. Declaration of war on Orange. I'll just give you... Come on, you can use these artillery ships. Alright, and since we're at war with the same region, this should help out our approval of them. And also we'll gain bonus... We'll gain bonus stuff for being at war with a faction that our friends are at war with. Kind of weird how that works. War with friends. Alright. We get bonus dust. We can use this thing on another army. In the meantime, we won't. We're going to move our Guardians to locations where they're not directly on a city. And we can activate this telescope thing. Okay, that's a really powerful ability, just because it gives you so much map vision. And thereby, in a way, map control. I kind of want to place them here just to choke off, or place one of my armies here just to make sure that no army comes through here. I'm going to move this here. I guess I can keep Dust Guardian here. I assume the Fire Guardian is going to be a better offensive unit. And fortunately for us, there's like flammable terrain as in woods in the next region, so we can try and abuse that upgrade. So we got this Benevolent Emperor at last, and we're getting a bonus dust on our cities. Unhappy. Oh no, that costs something. Oh, we have to buy this thing. Okay, it's not just an automatic thing. That's okay. It's not the best, but it's still not the worst. Okay, I thought that was way better than it actually was. Benevolent Emperor there. Here we go. Who else is going to be benevolent? Who wants to be benevolent? The worst TV show ever. Let's put this up. Alright. And let's just get it everywhere. We might as well. And that should mean, like, next turn we have a lot more dust to play with. And again, we have so many trade routes on the city, and we're getting so many bonuses. It's beautiful. Yeah. Look at how much dust we're generating. It's pretty incredible. We can even get the Throne of Emperors here. I think we do want it. Or do we want the Reliquary of Origa? That gives us a lot more dust. And also reduces our military upkeep, which is very useful for us in the winter. Yeah, I think I want this Reliquary. Reliquary? Whatever. Reliquary. Huh? Something of Origa. Something. Pretty funny how quickly we can get those things in the endgame. Just want to make sure I have my industry stockpiles on that thing so I can get the Reliquary out faster. It looks like it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah. Doesn't actually matter too much. I guess I should split workers into industry now, so I can get that faster. Let's see if it helps. No, but I can think about putting workers into dust at this point in the game. At least on most of my cities. And I think I should do that. I'm winning with dust if I'm winning. So, yeah. Why not? Let's win with dust. And we're also getting 100% bonus on all of our cities for dust, so that's great. And we can also think about this fertilizer thingy. I mean, it's not the worst. We could even just attack here directly and try and capture the city as soon as possible. But I don't think we have to. So I'm fine not going for it right away. I'm very keen to try out these Guardians in combat. Even their support abilities are quite valuable, like this huge Aura of Sight for the next 10 turns or something. That's pretty impressive. It gives us a good warning about enemy army movements, so we can plan accordingly. We won't get caught off guard. Oh no, we're caught off guard. Let's get some extra dust here. Our dust production should have skyrocketed, and it did 70,000 a turn. That's pretty obscene. Yeah, never mind. I failed last for it. Alright, this should be easy for us. But I do want to try out. I do want to try out this Guardian here and this Guardian. So let's fight. Are we fighting? Ready to fight. Now, here's the standard thing of our army. We just surround them and pummel them with our units. Even if they have smooth strike back. Oh, it looks like they are reinforcing. So let's check out this hero. We can heal a unit, we can have shared wisdom, we can try and mind control units. And we have a reasonable damage output. Now this hero, or this unit has a lot more damage. Let's try doing something with that unit first. Wow. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, in addition to our armies just being very strong, we now have a powerful unit that can just nuke some other units down, and we have a powerful healer, which can just help us regenerate our armies in case we lose units. So that's great. So that was impressive. And the fight is not even done, so we can just drain them of their units at this point. Yeah, we definitely want to shoot like that. We can just heal with this Guardian. Like, just having the heal ability is not bad. And now they're on forest tiles, so they take extra damage, so that's pretty funny. Probably more funny than good, but that was an ability to attach to the best weapon we had available, so yeah, this is cool. We're basically getting to do all the fun things in the game. I just want to make sure that units are not doing anything stupid like blocking up the exits. Yeah, so we're just going to hold position that unit, hold position this unit, move there, hold position there, I mean. Move there, hold position first, and then move there. So it's done that you have to select hold position after. But basically we can one-shot units with this Guardian, so that's pretty amazing. I'm very happy that I picked it up. We accidentally rallied too many armies into the fight. Let's say I accidentally rallied too many armies into the fight. Claim ownership for that mistake. As usual, support units are not good, but we have enough melee units that I figured, why not? And also its ability is very impressive. And we can always pick up more Guardians at this stage of the game, because they're cool and I'm winning with economy, not with science, so why not? Yeah. This is a very powerful unit. Just having a powerful ranged unit will add so much utility to your random armies. Speaking of which, we have that not so powerful ranged unit. But it can mind control on a good day, so that's good. That might help us out in close fights. Mind control is traditionally very powerful in games because, for almost every game, because you not only take away their units, but you also get their unit, where it's like removing something, but also gaining something at the same time. Maybe I think of it that way specifically because I played a lot of card games. And like card games like Hearthstone, if you control something. But I don't know if there are mind control effects on Hearthstone. Oh, so we did mind control it there. That's good. I mean, it doesn't even mean we have to stop attacking it, which would be a big drawback on mind control, obviously. So as you can see, we have kind of like the ultimate army thing going on, where we've built up a powerful army and we can expect not to really lose units if we play right. And we could just drain them of their units, despite the fact that they have more units, and we put the screws on them at this point, which is important because we're winning in other ways. So it looks like a hero is doing damage anyways. So we're winning in other ways, so we might as well just make sure we can use our army and use our industry to try and stop other players from winning. Yeah, similar ways. Or different ways. Just, yeah. As usual, this is a war we're fighting against the strongest player, precisely because I want to weaken the strongest player, if at all possible. And we gain influence points from fighting an enemy of our allies, so that's good. Now, we can't really... We don't have action... Oh, we do have lots of action points to attack here as well. We can attack the city if we want, but we can just wait for them to attack into us because of siege. Important trick here. I'm keeping the Guardians just out of the siege range. And why am I doing that? It's because if you have them on the siege board, the army inside can attack them. And then we're forced to go into a fight with our Guardian being attacked first, which might put the Guardians slightly in danger. It's not a big deal, but it's also good practice. This is sort of one of those weird idiosyncrasies of how combat works in this game. Right? Oh, Guardians can't pick up? Oh, they can't search around? That's good, John. It's like awkward, actually. Why can't they do that? Or can't I just search? Can't I search the rune from here? Why can't I search this rune? That's very strange. I should be able to. But what about this rune? Are the runes even searchable here? Okay, this rune is searchable. I got some gold. I got some dust. And I got some nothing. Yeah, this must be a bug. Yeah, I think I can attack the city very easily. Don't have to lay siege to it. I can just auto this combat because there's so little chance of them actually winning here. And we picked up Graldom. We can probably just pick up the city, but I might as well just siege. There's no harm in taking extra turn to siege, I think, yeah. Picking up the plow factory. Now let's make sure our empire is no longer on really happy. The expansion disapproval is pretty punishing, but it doesn't look like that's what's happening. It looks like the city alone is kind of putting us down into happy from fervent. Alright. Benevolent Emperor. So good. What is this? Okay, we're showing interest in our people's well-being and their productivity. So yeah, that's good. If you're a just ruler, then good things will happen to you. Because being just is good. Wisdom. Let me just pick up the scientific envoy in all of our cities, especially our capital. Getting bonus science from our trade routes is important for us because A, we care about science, B, we care a lot about trade routes. Trade routes are very strong in this game, I think. They take a while before they actually do anything, but once they do something, they're just giving you a ton of dust. And a ton of science, even. Yeah. Actually, Adam the Sea's city is probably better candidate for a trade route upgrade. Yeah. It's really sort of been the day of molten slag. Once we get town criers, I think we should be able to just put this game away economically. Yeah. It's even cheaper than this improved dust alchemies. And since I think it stacks on top of our trade routes. At least I hope it stacks on top of our trade routes. Let's get bonus food production. Although I don't really care about that hero at this point. Basically, necrophage heroes are pretty solid. I got 2 random Microsoft units. Forgotten cities are not famed for their comfort. We hope you find our taken city disagreeable and a sign that you should end this war. Well, that's a pretty good retort. Like, well, actually, good job for taking our cities, but they suck. Okay, we got this army. We can sell it. I don't want it. Let's see about the district here. Yeah, we are doing really well. 24% already, and that will only increase as the turns go by. Watching the turns go by. I want bonus glass steel for this. And it looks like we're not as starved on glass steel as we were in the market. I definitely want that on at least 2 cities, if I can get it. Now, is this an easy fight? Yeah. Yes. Does that mean I should... Can I trust the AI with this fight? I suspect not. Never trust the AI. That's basically lesson here. Alright, wait. This is the fight. No, is this not happening? We're waiting for the opponent. I think this is bugged. Yeah, we might be stuck in this fight forever. Nope, no construction. Caravan's alright, why not? And we're still waiting for the opponent. So, okay. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I think bug. Well, in that case, let's reload a turn. Hopefully that works out. Yeah, sorry about that. That's weird. I think I've had this problem before, though. Yeah. Again, for some reason, this game runs worse than Endless Space 2 does for me, and I'm not sure why. Like, yeah, it should be reasonably simple. Like, maybe it's just that the computations are just somewhat easier on Endless Space 2 because it's better designed that way. I don't know. Like, just because a game is new, it doesn't always mean that it's better optimized. But anyway. Is that is that Skyphone holding a weapon? Okay, there must be an Allayi behind it, but it looks really funny. It looks like it's holding a katana, like with a tiny little hand over there. Whatever that is. It looks like a sword katana thing. Alright, we taking the cities. They're mad. We're selling this army. Yeah. And we can just attack the city now. It's this army, I think. Alright. I am just going to auto now. Lost a lot of time there. And we destroyed them without much problems. Not many problems. Yeah. I'm famed for my grammar. But like, definitely not. We can just pick up the combat perks now on this hero. By the combat perks, I mean the scout, or the ranged unit, the ranged hero tree. Again, I feel comfortable autoing because the fights are very easy at this stage, and yeah, we're still on fervent. That's good. And we should probably use this on our main city. Unless our strike spar is leveled. So it's good that the Forgotten are aware of their uncomfortable looking cities. Although they look really cool, not gonna lie. Could have upgraded my hero there, but it doesn't seem like that's necessary. I guess I'm fine with Photius attacking here, because it seems to be a very powerful combat unit. Unlike the support guardian, that seems to be not so powerful. Should be able to crush this army as well. Ha! Whose armies are invisible now? Invisible. Yeah, Guardians are cool. They're very interestingly designed because they're like large complementary units instead of being large superpower units, you know? Like in Endless Space 2, the behemoths are kind of like large complementary units as well. But like the super carrier ship is more like a large powerful unit of its own. You get the carriers and you can get more carriers and they're just big and strong. But here we have to think about how do we integrate these different guardians into our armies. Do we need certain guardians? Do we want other guardians? Just gonna dismiss that. Okay, we got this reliquary. That's good. We're getting extra dust. Alright. And our hero here leveled again. Getting more points on our best hero in our best city. And I think we again auto. And we again won that fight very easily. That was a lot of clicks. We need 4 more to get this. Patriotic propaganda. And I'm all about that patriotic propaganda, so... can't actually afford these things. We can afford this. And I think state-approved theatre is something I might try and get. It's not very good, but at least it does something about us having to build lots of things. And I'm kind of lazy. That was a ringing endorsement of that ability. I don't recommend picking that up, it's not that powerful. But I do want to see if it works together with patriotic propaganda and just negates auto expansion disapproval. Because if that did work, it would be good to know for future. So. Alright. Can pick up another skill. More food. Can pick this up. Town Criers, let's go. Can even pick up this Aura of Empire here. Yeah. And I think we should be getting this economic victory really quick. Well, we only got 1% last turn, so maybe I'm speaking too soon here. Now, I do want to get extra Goths, but the winter hasn't come yet. What's nice for the Allayi is that the winter actually increases in length as the game goes along. As Auriga sort of comes closer and closer to collapsing. Not literally collapsing, but the planet's slowly becoming a frozen wasteland. And before that, you obviously want to escape or win the game. So basically, the Allayi actually get a weird bonus by the winter lasting longer, if you think about it. Because our army units are better. Or there's certainly differences, but yeah. No, we don't want this in the city. Let's get cannery. Canneries are everywhere. I don't really care about the city too much, though. Oh, no. We even have enough science that we can think about getting a science victory if we want. I do need to make sure that my other cities are still unfervent. Like if I keep expanding this aggressively, and my cities are not non-fervent, then I might run into troubles later. Pick that up. Again, we auto. We haven't got time for that. Alright. What was I thinking? I was thinking about something. Oh yeah, I was thinking about checking. So we moved up to 33. So I think economic victory is the way to go. Now, but the main thing I wanted to check is, are we still unfervent in all of our cities? And we are. So I think we can afford to invade another city. Again, there are no backseas. You can't raise cities after you've invaded them. Wait, what? Whatever. I guess we might as well watch how good our armies can be at this point. This is without a Guardian, even. So the Guardians are cool enough that I want to get all of them now. Yeah, that's great. Not sure why the morale is so high. Oh, we just accidentally wasted our action point here. Whoops. Oh well. Doesn't matter. I guess once we pick that up, it's smooth sailing. I want to get Aura of Empire in as many cities as possible so I can fund higher tier Empire plans. Which is obviously good. We can actually just buy out any number of disciples at this point. Like, As many as we want. Ugh! So rich it hurts. Anyway. We can just buy out armies because we have so much dust. It's kind of the funky thing about the end game, like all the rules stop applying because you have so many resources. Like normally we're like, oh, prepare armies, and actually I could just buy a whole new one in a turn, so yeah. That's fun. Alright, we would like the other upgrade building thing. This influence building. Although we need it less. Yeah. Invalid prerequisite. Oh, we have so many disciples that we can't actually build that up. Alright. They claim, it looks like they're claiming our sea region, which is okay by me actually. I don't care too much about that. I would like to build some disciples here just to build up my... Well, actually I have nothing else to spend this industry on, so... Yeah. And in this place we have so many army units that we stop producing, which is hilarious. The city is decent for us to have. Where is their capital though? They have a lot of middling cities. It's kind of interesting. And I'm going to keep putting pressure on their cities. Just... Alright, pick that one up. Excellent. I'm just going to move up here. Pressure on this city. Now we check again. Are all of our other cities ecstatic? That's going to tell us how much we have to worry about expansion disapproval. And this city is not ecstatic. So that means we should probably stop expanding at this point. Or... just one more? Maybe. I'm too greedy for my own good here. I guess I can just walk around here and collect all the extra random ruined things. They're probably very interested in the truce at this point. Although the area never gives you much and always expects a lot in return for your truce actions, etc. Bonus pull. Sign the truce within the next 10 turns. I mean, I could, but will it benefit me? Alright, we're really leading with economic victory. I could see this game just being over in a couple of turns. Let's see if there's any other random boost I could get. We could get some gold. Gold will help improve our dust production as well. And anything that improves our dust at the moment is something we're interested in. Our Titan birds don't actually improve our dust. Let's get some gold booster active. And that's going to improve our dust a little bit, I think. Yeah, with so much dust and no way to spend it. So there's no construction. Get a desk repository, cover on Sarai. I think dust repository gives you bonus dust per population. These things are misleading. When it says bonus dust per population on city, sometimes it means bonus per population working that resource. Like, I think husbandry center means per population working that resource. It's quite misleading though. You would think it means bonus per population on city, just full stop, but it means bonus per population on city that's on that resource slot. So that's something to keep in mind. It's very confusing, I think. Anyway. Let's just besiege here. We can walk our most powerful guardian. Well, I guess want a powerful guardian over. Now, the responsible thing to do at this point would be to pick up the scientific victory upgrade things, like Justice from Distillery. But the thing I want to do is just get an extra guardian. Although probably picking up the dust-driven distillery is probably prudent. Oh, I don't want to though. I don't want to. Oh, that's great. Winter has come and it's lasting 10 turns. Okay, that's not actually that long. Surprising that winter's quite short at this point in the game. I guess the game is 300 turns. Although it never lasts 300 turns. Like, I wonder if that reduction has done anything. We get the anti-winter upgrade just in time. Actually, building armies reduces our ability to win via dust victory. Okay, again, they have puny, pathetic armies against our powerful armies, so that's great. What was I thinking? I was thinking about something before. Alright, the Dust of Distillery. That will take us 14 turns to pick up. We might have won by 14 turns at this rate. I do want to pick up extra random districts on my main city, and to do that I might want to just buy lots of Hyperion to get that up building, but I also need Mithrite, and there's no Mithrite on the market. Potentially there's Mithrite in Orange's region. Feed the hungry, build a plough factory in the city, but again, influence, but not that much influence. I'm not that interested in this actually. I'm not interested in feeding the hungry. Well, if they were real people, I would be, obviously. Yeah, this. I just want to win. I wonder if they can pick up pearls. Surely they can pick up pearls, right? My Guardians. Yeah, Guardians can pick up pearls. At the very least, come on. Should be able to do this. They should be able to search the ruins as well. Now, picking up pearls is doubly important for us because our main city, I want to get that quest, which reduces expansion disapproval. This is back to Fervent. Alright, we should probably pick this up then. Yeah, let's walk through here. And we can send this army through here. We're just going to roam through the area, pick up all their pearls. And yeah, it's always great that we can see where the pearls are. Gives us a lot of extra information. Or at least it helps us pick up the extra pearls. Because we have to be really proactive about picking up pearls in this empire. Because it's a very important resource for us. It dictates how good our cities can be in many ways. As usual, the cultist AI is very bad. Right. They're being invaded by minor factions? Oh boy! I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm not sorry. In our main city we can get a bunch more burrows soon with these extra pearls. And what that will help us do is it will help us get that nice upgrade. Yeah, again, sorry for the technical crashes in this game, but I did really have fun with this playthrough, so I thought might as well upload these episodes. And I think it was a cool playthrough. Tome of Endless Savagery. Wow. Capture and destruction of Auriga's Guardians. Gives us Guardian Slayer. Interesting. I'm not sure how the Guardian feels about picking up that book. Probably not very good. Oh, no, we don't want to go on the sea. Or like the ice tile. Never mind. Winter's only ending in a couple of turns anyway. Now we can move the Guardians back to somewhere useful. So in terms of the Fire Guardian, it's pretty good. And a big addition to our forces and strategies, so very happy to have that. Like, it's a very potent range unit as well. And that's never bad. Range units are some of the best units in the game. And there's always like a point when you have enough melee units, and then you're like wondering, how can I get more equity in this combat phase? And it's probably, I should probably stop stealing from my ally. It's probably just getting range units. To be honest, the answer's probably range units. They're just good. Sadly, they're just good. They're kind of boring. Yeah, economic victory seems certain. Although a lot of armies, I think theoretically powerful armies are all ranged, and I think this wraparound strategy, which we're using with the Allayi. So we have a lot of monks, and we can just wrap around the enemy with our monks. That is probably pretty good against the all range strategy. because there is a cost to using ranged units, believe it or not. It's they do have to, well, they do suffer a bit from having lower stats when they're engaged in melee combat, and they lose morale when in melee combat. So there are weaknesses to ranged armies, just that it's easy, at least against the AI, it's very easy to mitigate those weaknesses. Or defend yourself against those problems. And yeah, I guess against a human player, I'd probably still use ranged armies, but I'd be wary of these sort of wraparound armies. Like the Allayi have a very good wraparound army. Monks are just very strong at closing the distance very quickly and getting lots of damage off of different targets. So yeah, that's kind of, I think, why I like playing the Allayi and the Kapaku, is those wraparound armies just feel a bit more satisfying than the ranged armies. They're both good, obviously. This is their capital. Getting their capital has value for the supremacy victory. So we're going to besiege that as well. Now we can get one borough a turn here. Yeah. And once we get all these boroughs, I can finally get that legendary deed I've been talking about so much. And I've really wanted that legendary deed, so I'm just going to get it. This is sort of the wish fulfillment part of the game. Wait. Oops. I ended up in the screen because of... I don't even need to stockpile. Screw that. Ugh, the power goes to my head. Okay, the dust famine is over. That's good for us. It'll help us win faster. And now we can, speaking of which, we can get this Imperial News Network, the newspaper. We can get another borough. We have how many boroughs of the acquired boroughs? We have 12 of the 15, so we need 3 more after this. Question is, do we have enough pearls for that? Wait, this costs 34 pearls. We need more pearls. We need at least 2 of those more, or 2 more of those. 2 of those more. And that means we should pick up all the pearls we can possibly get our hands on. I'm sorry, Red. You had this coming. You assholes. Yeah, we're just gonna walk through Red's territory and pick up all their pearls, I think. As long as the game doesn't crash. So, unfortunately the game froze there, but it looks like we're doing really well, and we're really on track towards getting a dust victory. I'll probably get the next episode done pretty soon. And after that, look forward to, I think, a Vordiani playthrough. Vordiani seem like the most appropriate faction to play on Halloween, because they are both saintly and terrifying as the vampiric. So look forward to more Endless Phase 2 content. And thanks again for joining me, and consider subscribing if you enjoy the content and or learn something.